Whakatane multi-sport star Sam Clarke has made a triumphant return to the annual Coast-to-Coast longest day race. Clarke took last year off but was even more dominant in his comeback. Matt Hall-Smith will join us live shortly, but first his report from the gruelling event.
Starting in darkness, the longest day race certainly ensures the survival of the fittest. And the challenge didn't seem to be dawning on Sam Clarke. Hi! Defending champion Dougal Allen and three-time winner Clarke right up there in the 10-man breakaway group on the bike. And as the sun came out, the early leaders weren't giving anything away throughout the opening 55-kilometre stretch. Bursting out of the wilderness and onto Deception River, it was Hamish Elliott leading Clarke. With the river levels much lower than yesterday, the athletes have been given the all clear to start the 30-kilometre mountain scramble over Goat Pass. Hi. Although some were still finding troubled waters leading into the hill run. The scamper over the mountain boulders is where the true leaders are found. And as he's done so many times before, Clarke was again the first to emerge from the run. Onto the kayak leg, and the leader was like a man possessed, paddling off into the distance, opening up a 3-minute gap over second-placed Bobby Dean. The 70-kilometre stage to New Brighton Beach, little more than a formality. Charging onto the sands, the 29-year-old making it a 4th longest day title.
Here's a film, fella! I didn't think I was going to make it.
Hopefully I can finally put this thing to rest. I've got no intention of building a bloody 9-time dynasty.
Clarke's name now right up there with the greats of our famous multi-sport race. Yeah, I guess, look, a lot of emotion there from Sam Clarke, and so there should be, winning his 4th title after a year off. Of course, also from Whakatane is Corinne O'Donnell. Now, the women's elite race is still ongoing, and any moment now, Corinne will be coming in first place. But, of course, the day wasn't without its drama. Alison Wilson, who was actually the leader of the women's race at the time, getting into a bit of trouble on Deception River, if you can believe it's called that of all things. The river levels were quite high after yesterday, and bear in mind the 2-day TAN event, the river crossing was actually called off. I think the only casualty was her losing her hat. But look, of course, a massive day for Sam Clarke, really putting his name up there with the greats. Bear in mind, Steve Gurney 9 titles, Richard Usher 5, and now Sam Clarke with a 4. So look, a massive day for our premier elite athletes on what was, I guess, a very long day.
A very long day indeed. Thank you very much, Matt Hall-Smith, live for us there from New Brighton.